Macros contain function references for one or more contracts. So what happens if after you've built a set of macros, if one of the contracts that's referred to by your macros is no longer available for trading? This can happen for a variety of reasons. Let's look at the controller form. See how there's 6 different contracts referenced here. If one of these contracts became expired, then when you tried to open up the workspace, it would show up as light gray. This would mean it's unavailable. You can also make a contract unavailable by clicking it, right-clicking it, and choosing Make Unavailable. See how it's turned light gray. There's another way to make a contract unavailable more permanently. This is by removing it from the controller form. If we were to select this gold contract and choose Remove Selected Contract, see what happens. See how the trading view has been removed. We also see that the gold contract is no longer showing on our controller form. Aside from this, the specifications for this contract are also removed. However, there's something important to note here. For both of these cases, for the nat gas contract and also for the gold contract, our macros are unaffected. This means that all the macros that refer to nat gas and gold are still existent, and none of the function references for each of these contracts have been deleted from those macros. They remain intact. So what happens if you try to execute one of the macros that refer to these unavailable contracts? Will those macros execute any functions at all, or will they just not execute functions for the contracts which are unavailable? What happens is dependent on what you've selected here. If this checkbox is checked, it will allow macros with an execution approach of medium and low to execute, even if contracts referenced by macros are unavailable. Only functionality for available contracts will be executed. Note that this only applies for macros with an execution approach of medium and low, because macros with a high safety execution approach require all the contracts referenced to have their trading states on for the macros to execute, and a contract cannot have its trading state on if the contract is unavailable.